Hey guys, what's up? It's been a minute since I just did that, just said, hey, you and us. I've also been a little bit irregular on posting videos here the last couple of months. A lot of reasons why, so I wanted to take a bit of a pause and just shoot a quick little update video on current state of the Heist YouTube channel, what's been going on the last couple of months, and what to expect in the months ahead. So first of all, some reasons for the irregular posting. I actually had an epic trip for about 5 weeks. Went to 4 different continents, 13 different countries in about 5 weeks, so it was a little intense. Weaved a lot of business into that. I spoke at 3 different conferences. The Seller Sessions Conference in May in London, the Ambition Conference in Estonia in June, and then the $1 Billion Seller Summit in Puerto Rico. So that tied me up, and it was actually kind of one of the cooler experiences. I used to travel a ton when I was younger, and I haven't really done a block of travel like that in quite some time. And aside from those 3 different kind of speaking engagements, I just kind of traveled free flow, which is pretty cool. Spent as much time in cities and decided where I wanted to go next. So it's hard to shoot on the road. I always say, hey, I'm gonna just keep up with my shooting on the road, but it just tends to not work out that way. So that's one reason. The second is I've actually been spending the last month in my home and native land of Canada. I'm here actually shooting in Vancouver, British Columbia. For those that missed the announcement, I actually merged my course, the FBA Blueprint, with Tom Wang and his course, the FBA Masterclass. We've been doing some stuff around content there. Plus, I just haven't spent this much time in Canada in quite a long while, so it's been cool. But most importantly, what's next for the Heist channel? I would say since June of 2021, when I sold my first Amazon FBA business, it's been an interesting journey for me, both professionally and personally. I just haven't really had the same, obsession that I used to have with Amazon. And so I think some of that has kind of fed into what you've seen on this channel. But the good thing is the last 6 to 8 months, I've really been finding my footing both personally and professionally, and really excited to get after a number of different initiatives. One of which is Radio, the kids balance bike brand that I announced the launch of here probably about 2 months ago. We've wrapped up the Kickstarter campaign for that, learned a ton, and I'm gonna share a ton about that experience, good, bad, and ugly. We've also got 2 containers worth of product that's currently wrapping up manufacturing here in the next week or 2. Those are gonna come to the US. We're gonna start our US launch on Amazon, get into retail, a bunch of other different initiatives there. So expect to see a bunch of content on that starting in August. I've got a handful of new interviews planned. I'm actually gonna be interviewing Tom. I'll drop that video here next week. And I've got a bunch of other people, literally just people that I would want to have a beer with and find interesting, bringing them onto the channel, as well as Seller Sessions podcast. You'll see those interviews dropping. The third thing is I've kind of reinstigated my tinkering and my obsession with the Amazon game, and I've really been playing around with a lot of different things. 3 of those specifically, one is external traffic. I've been spending a ton of time on that. That's gonna be a core component of building out the Radio brand, so I've got a lot to share there. Starting to figure out the influencer game, definitely don't have it cracked, but I think it's a really critical strategic pillar that's gonna be needed for Amazon and e-com brands moving forward. So I'm gonna talk a lot about influencers. And then there's just a lot of cool Amazon specific strategies, mainly coming out of the SQL dashboard and some other data interfaces internally, some pay-per-click strategies. So we're gonna be sharing those things. And then the final announcement is that I'm actually gonna be launching a new YouTube channel. It doesn't impact this one specifically, but I'd kind of alluded to the fact that I've been on quite the journey the last couple of years. Tons of life changes, sold a business, left my executive day job, bought my dream car, had some other pretty important life changes in the mix there, all of which kind of led me on this journey to figure out who the hell am I? I think when you lose a lot of your identity, you have these things that are supposed to bring you happiness that don't. You kind of get stripped down to your core, and you've got to figure yourself out and piece yourself together. And so on that journey, I've had a ton of different experiences and modalities trying to piece things together, learn more about myself, learn more about life, kind of find that joy in the present moment, find out gratitude. I don't like to use the word happy, but finding my path to happiness. And so I kind of thought out, hey, I did the Mental Game Monday series for quite a while on this channel. How do I weave that in here? Just don't think it works. This is more of a business channel. So expect news on that this fall. I plan on dropping that this fall. I'll leave a link down below if you're interested in being the first to find out about that. Beyond that, I'm selling most of my possessions and actually leaving Park City here in the fall. Pretty big decision. I've lived there for 6 years. I love to ski and mountain bike. It's been a core part of my life, my adulthood the last 6 years. but you kind of got to do an inventory yourself and figure out what's next. I'm living solo there. I'm just kind of drawn to find my next city. So that's going to be an interesting process. Going to be spending a ton of time selling a bunch of stuff. So if you live in Utah and want some free furniture, shoot me a comment or shoot me an email, and I'll be able to sort you out for sure, because I've got 15 years worth of crap I got to get rid of. But beyond that, just wanted to check in, guys, again, say hi. It's been a while since I've done one of these outdoor videos. Hopefully that illuminated kind of what's going on in my world, what's to come. Thank you as always for being interested in what I'm doing, for caring, and being along for the ride. We'll see you next week when I drop that interview with Tom Wang. Until then, cheers, guys.